When the scales fell from my eyes, I beheld a universe of majesty and terror that few people can imagine. Welcome to Platonic Zen 303, Spiritual Intelligence. I'm Nicholas Coleman. There's an infinite spiritual intelligence that towers over the back of the finite mind, like a mountain over a molehill. Few people are ready to remember the presence of that infinite intelligence. Spiritual intelligence is not a physical object. You can't see or hear or touch or taste or smell infinite intelligence with your finite senses. We can't measure it without scientific instruments. But it is intelligence, and our mind can access it, because our mind is an intelligence as well. Like only knows like. It's a saying from the medieval scholars. Because our mind is a spiritual reality, it can access other spiritual realities. So our finite mind has access to this infinite intelligence. And we access that access all the time. You could do it right now. As long as you're not operating machinery, right? I hope you're not listening to this on an iPod or something, or the car radio. You should be sitting, still and calm and quiet. Sit up straight. Put your hands in your lap. Take a deep breath. Blow it out. Close your eyes. Just sit for a moment. To access infinite intelligence, right here, right now, try this. Just sit with your eyes closed and imagine seeing what's right in front of you. Don't open your eyes. Still with your eyes closed. Imagine seeing what's behind you. Imagine seeing what's beneath you. Imagine seeing what's beside you. Imagine seeing what's above you. Just sit, still and calm and quiet, and imagine seeing what's before, behind, beside, beneath, and above you, all at the same time. Because this is imagination, right? You don't need to turn around physically, literally, to see what's behind you, to imagine seeing what's behind you. Imagine turning around. Imagine not needing to turn around. Imagine being able to see 720 degrees in all directions, simultaneously. Imagine you're an all-seeing perspective, an all-seeing eye. You can see in all directions, up, down, back, front, sideways, without any need to turn around, because this is not a physical perspective on the world. This is an infinite spiritual perspective. Infinite means has no limits. You need to practice that. In that way, you're accessing the possibility of imagination that lets you experience infinite intelligence. Infinite intelligence is not a physical object. It's a direct personal experience. It's a bit like seeing the view from the top of a mountain. People can show you photographs of the view. They can describe the view to you. But photographs and descriptions aren't the view. None of those things are the view itself. To get the view, to have the experience, you've got to climb to the top of the mountain. Similarly, to access spiritual intelligence, you do have to sit still and calm and quiet and access it. Follow the instructions. That's one way of doing it. I'll get back to you with more on just how far this infinite point of view can go. Cheers.